I sat between my foster parents in the back seat of their sleek car, heading toward what was supposed to be my new home. The ride stretched on in an uncomfortable silence. I sat stiffly, reminding myself over and over to be on my best behavior. On my right, my foster dad scrolled endlessly through his phone, barely glancing up. On my left, my foster mom kept sneaking looks at me, her eyes soft, almost studying me. She was truly beautiful, elegant in a way that spoke of money and class. From their aura alone, I could already tell, they weren't just comfortable, they were very wealthy. "Addie, baby," she finally said, her voice warm and smooth, breaking the silence. "You look so beautiful. The perfect picture of the daughter I've always wanted." She smiled brightly, her crimson hair falling back as she laughed lightly. I forced myself to smile back, my fingers fidgeting nervously in my lap. "Thanks, ma'am." "Oh, please," she chuckled softly, reaching out and wrapping her arms around me. The embrace was so unexpectedly tender, so motherly, that I froze for a second before slowly returning it. "Don't call me ma'am," she said against my shoulder. "I'm your foster mom now. Better yet, just call me Mum." My throat tightened, but I managed to quiet. "Oh, okay, Mum." She pulled back, her smile brighter than ever. "Here we are," she squealed suddenly as the car slowed. "Your foster brothers are going to be so excited to see you." Her words hit me like a splash of cold water. Foster brothers? No one mentioned that before. But the thought was immediately swallowed up by the sight before me. We drove through towering gates into a compound that looked like something out of a dream. The mansion rose tall and grand, with pristine walls, glittering windows, and beautiful designs decorating its front. A neatly kept mini garden stretched to the side, every flower perfectly in bloom. I stepped out of the car slowly, my eyes wide. The air smelled of fresh cut grass and blooming roses. "You must have a beautiful sense of nature," I whispered almost to myself, my voice full of awe. Mum trailed behind me, smiling knowingly. "And you must be a lover of flowers, my dear." I let out a small, nervous laugh. Through a short tour of the compound, we finally stood before the front door. My palms were clammy, my nerves buzzing. Maybe it was because this was all new, or maybe because I wasn't sure how the boys inside would feel about me being here. Dad twisted the knob and pushed the door open. "Oh, there you are," Mum called, her voice ringing through the house as she walked ahead of us. Two boys were seated on the couch, their eyes glued to the TV. One of them turned first at her voice. He had dark hair, sea-green eyes, and a smile that came easy. His body was strong, athletic, the kind of look that would have girls swooning in seconds. "Mom, who's the guest?" he asked, standing up slightly, curiosity shining in his gaze. But before I could answer, the other one turned as well. My heart skipped a beat. He was breathtakingly handsome, almost painfully so. His charm seemed to radiate from him, though his expression was unreadable. He looked like the first boy's reflection, yet not the same. Twins, I realized instantly. The difference was sharp. The first had sea-green eyes and dark hair, while this one had ocean blue eyes and a head of wavy blonde hair. Dad's voice cut through my thoughts. "Her name is Addison, but she goes by Addie. She's staying with us from now on. She's your new sister. Addie, meet your foster brothers, Lee and Leo." And with that, he disappeared upstairs, adding over his shoulder, "Be nice to her. You'll love having her around." I stood frozen, my pulse racing. "Wow," the sea-green-eyed boy, Leo, grinned. "She's so cute. Feels good to finally have a sister." He walked over, his smile warm and genuine. "Don't look so nervous, it throws people off." He reached out to touch my shoulder gently. "You'll love it here." His kindness loosened something tight in me. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But before I could answer, the other one, Lee, spoke up, his voice cool and sharp. "Mom, you didn't even discuss this with us before bringing in a girl as our sister." "Manners, Lee," Mum snapped, her tone firm. Lee rolled his eyes, his tall frame leaning lazily against the wall. His caramel-toned skin glowed under the light, his blonde waves pushed back from his face. In those ocean-blue eyes, they were beautiful but cold. He gave me a look that felt like ice and then pulled his phone from his pocket without another word. He walked away, heading upstairs, the sound of his footsteps fading until he was gone. "Don't mind him," Leo said softly, his smile returning as he looked back at me. "He'll come around eventually. You'll see." Mum clapped her hands gently. All right, baby. Leo, take her upstairs to her room. She needs some rest after the long ride. Got it, Leo said cheerfully. He picked up my luggage with ease. Come on, Addie. I followed him up the stairs, glancing back once to see Mum smiling warmly after me. The far right corner, Leo opened a door to reveal a pink, girly room. A strong, sweet scent lingered in the air. I wrinkled my nose slightly. It wasn't my style at all. I wasn't one of those girls obsessed with frilly pink things. You don't like it? Leo asked quickly, noticing my reaction. I forced a smile. No, it's nice. I'll just redesign it to fit my own taste. You sure? Positive. All right, he said with a grin. I'll give you some privacy. Freshen up and settle in. If you need anything, just call for me. I'll be downstairs. Thanks, Leo. He gave me a thumbs up and slipped out, closing the door behind him. I let out a long sigh and dropped onto the bed. My body sank into the soft mattress. Chloe, I whispered. Yes, Addie, I'm here, came her voice from within me. We're here. New home. New room. I can sense that, she muttered. Mind if I take a look? I was about to shift when the door creaked open suddenly. Hey, sis. You okay? Leo poked his head in. I jolted in shock, my heart racing. Why, yeah, I'm fine. A little knock would have been nice. Sorry, he said quickly, looking genuinely apologetic. I thought I heard voices. Just wanted to check if you were all right. I'm fine, I said firmly. Good. See you at dinner then. He smiled before disappearing again. I locked the door this time, my pulse still racing. That was close, I whispered under my breath. I unpacked slowly, folding my clothes neatly into the closet. One by one, I moved away the pink decorations and replaced them with my own darker shades, black and red. My space. My comfort. By the time I finished, exhaustion weighed on me. I slipped into the shower, the warm water washing over my skin before throwing myself across the bed. My eyes fluttered shut, but my stomach reminded me it was almost time for dinner. When I finally made my way downstairs, Mum's voice greeted me warmly. Oh, there you are. I was just about to call you. She held a steaming bowl of spaghetti, her face glowing with joy. The dining table was already set. Everyone was seated, smiling and welcoming, except Lee, who was already digging into his food, his expression closed off. Here, sit beside me, Leo said, pulling out a chair. His smile was reassuring, and I gave him a small, grateful nod before sliding in. Mum served the food, and Dad lifted his glass of wine. To our new member of the family. To Addie. To Addie, everyone echoed, glasses raised. I swallowed the lump in my throat and raised mine too. To me, I whispered softly before sipping. Taste of the wine spread warmly across my tongue. All my life, I'd been stuck behind the walls of the orphanage. Now here I was, sitting with a new family, eating good food, drinking sweet wine, welcomed with smiles, well, almost all smiles. For the first time, I thought maybe starting a life here wouldn't be so bad after all. To be continued. What do you think awaits Addison in this new life of hers? What do you think about Lee and Leo? Drop your thoughts in the comments section, backhand index pointing down. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified when the next episode drops. Until then, keep the stories alive.